Shout out to Astropro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. Speaking of free samples, I am honestly so grateful because, as you know, this is allergy season in Texas. I think Texas is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies. I have this tree in my backyard. It is the cottonwood tree. I'm highly allergic to cottonwood, not only myself, but also Travis is, and I believe our children are. And Astropro has come in handy. It's a nasal spray, and it has made such a difference in my seasonal allergies. I feel like I can breathe, and it really helped relieve my symptoms quickly. Astropro is the first of its kind nasal allergy spray. It is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working within 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take an hour. And if you've had allergies, you know that every minute counts. Astropro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astropro. Go to astroproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astropro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astropro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies. This episode is brought to you by Prolon. Right now, Prolon is offering Weekly Dose of BS listeners 15% off of their 5-day nutrition program. Go to prolonlife.com/weeklydose.
That's PROLON life.com/weeklydose for the special offer. That's prolonlife.com/weeklydose.
Yay Networks.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS bonus episode because we started a bonus episode. Oh my gosh. Actually, these are actually working out. I feel like people liked the last one that we did. But we talked about Britney Spears. We never got into that, Trey. Then there were a few other things that you said come up in the media. So we're going to dive into some fun pop culture things.
Okay, so TikTok is really having a heyday right now with Kim Zolciak. And it's mostly around her posting these bags on Instagram that she's trying to sell. She's trying to sell them at full retail value.
Okay.
And saying they're new. They're nowhere close to new.
Like new as in she's never used them?
She's saying they're new, like, yes, I guess. But people are doing some deep dives. They're like, no, you carried that bag here. And it's from 2012.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I saw her sell bags, which I do think if you're not carrying bags, I think it's a good idea to do the resale market. I have sold very few bags in my lifetime. I'm going to be honest with you guys and people always ask me why I don't sell my bags. But I have a sister who's 2 years younger. She's a teacher. And
well, most of yours hold like sentimental value. Like they were a gift or you bought it for a reason.
Yeah, and a lot of them Travis gave me. But the ones that I don't use anymore, I honestly always give my sister first dibs, and usually she says yes, and then I notice she never carries it. She carries one she bought.
She's probably out here selling them.
But I'm not bitter. If you're listening, Tiffany, carry the bags I gave you. Maybe she's selling them. Yeah, she probably is. I need to check and see if she has a Poshmark account.
Well, so what's funny is a lot of these, well, not a lot of these, some of these still have tags on them. And so it just goes to show how much money she was actually wasting. But now Brielle is being sued by American Express for almost $13,000.
For what?
She didn't pay her bill. And her minimum payment was like, they posted it. Of course they posted it.
American Express posted it?
No, but they released it. Like it's in the lawsuit, which is public knowledge. Like her minimum payment was like $1,900 and she didn't pay it. So American Express is very quick to sue. So TMZ posted this and then they posted, this was yesterday. And then later that day, they posted that a rep for Brielle Bierman told us that she plans to pay the bill in full on Wednesday, which was yesterday or 2 days ago. So yeah, her total is $12,870. She owes a minimum of $1,381. That payment was due. Well, that payment was due on June 27th. So,
I mean, so June. How many months is that? Like a month?
She's 2 months behind.
Oh, 2 months behind. Okay, so I have an American Express card, a credit card, but it's the one Travis pays, and I know we always pay it. I thought you had to pay it off in full for some reason every month, but I guess you don't. Do you do American Express?
Yes, but I really just use it so that I get access to the lounge in the airport. And I just put like travel stuff on it. But so it's a charge card where you have to pay it off every month.
You're supposed to pay it off every month.
you have a credit limit. Anything you spend over that credit limit, it'll still approve, but you have to pay it.
Yes. Okay.
So it says on here that her credit limit is $13,700, and she got pretty close to it.
That's crazy that they also tell people what the credit. I mean, there's like nothing is sacred in this
American
world.
Express just uploaded her bill, her full bill
with her address and everything on there.
Yeah. Well, we know her address. That thing was.
Oh my God, that's horrible. Okay, American Express, do better. I understand if you're like saying somebody owes you money, but like don't give out their personal.
They're suing her. So this is all in the lawsuit documents.
Oh my gosh,
showing what she owes.
That is crazy.
So,
but here's the
bag
deal.
sale's not going well, is what that tells me. Now, but if I was her, she has a lot of designer bags.
Yeah.
I would stop trying to push them on Instagram. I would go take them to Fashion File.
But here's the difference. Like Kim Zolciak has a ton of followers. So are you going to pay I know for the real, it's like 30 or 40% that you give them for your bags, which is another reason I never sell my bags on like those sites, is because I'm not going to give them 40% of an expensive bag when my sister could really enjoy it. And she's a teacher. So I'm like, why would I just pretty much give my bags away?
Well,
but also I would never sell my bags for retail unless they were like a bag that was really hard to get. Like I get if it's like a Birkin, even some Chanel's, like if they're like the ones that are really hard to get.
Yes.
I think then you can do a premium, but most people are wanting to buy quote unquote used bags to get like a little bit of a discount.
Yes. So when she's posting them for $12,000, I don't think she has the audience that's going to pay $12,000 for a Chanel bag when it's not new. You can see the wear on the bag in the video. Some people were accusing her of like posting fake bags. I don't think she's posting fake bags.
I don't think she would buy a fake bag. I don't think
that's like her MO.
No, there's no way.
I think that if you're really desperate and you need to pay your bill, you should go sell that bag to Fashion File.
I would, if I were her, I would try to.
I mean, you're getting sued.
If I were her, I would try to sell my bags maybe on a Poshmark, or even the account she has, but maybe do it. When I sell my clothes on Poshmark, and most of mine that I sell on Poshmark have tags, because I have learned in life, if you worn things one time, like I hate just like going through every seam, making sure, because people are like really check stuff, right? And I'm not that, and I also am hard on my clothes if I wear them. Like I'm not that person who cares if there's like, one little string hanging off of it. So most of the stuff I sell on my Poshmark are honestly things that still have tags on it that I've never worn, and I still put everything like 70% off. I do a lot lower than most people on there.
You price almost too low, to be honest, on your Poshmark page.
I do. But people still offer me like lower. They're like, hey, give it to me. Yeah. I have a dress. I think it's like almost $3,000 retail, and I'm trying to sell it for $500. It has tags on it. And
what is it?
It's like this white long dress. It has like this rose applique detail. I bought it, but it just doesn't, every time I think about wearing it, just doesn't fit. It fits my boobs a little tight because I have such big chimichangas. And now it's to the point where I'm like, I don't know, do I ever really wear a dress anymore, Trey? Let's be honest, not often. So, so if I were her, if you really want to sell them,
well, yeah, that's the thing is I don't think they.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report surveyed 2,000 Americans and revealed that 85% of Americans believe that getting support is wise, yet 74% say that society discourages people from doing so. And I find that very interesting because I feel like for so long, the stigma around therapy has often been that it's so expensive, but that is really where BetterHelp comes into play. BetterHelp has over 30,000 therapists worldwide with the largest online therapy platform and have served over 6 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. BetterHelp's therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matchmaking work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. All you do is fill out a short questionnaire to help identify your needs and preferences, and their over 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean that they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, you can switch to different therapists at any time from their tailored recommendations. Don't let stigma stand in the way of support. Start therapy with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/weeklydose. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose. Some of the best summer pieces are the ones you end up wearing on repeat. They're comfortable, versatile, and somehow right for every occasion. That is why I love Quince. They make elevated essentials with premium materials like European linens, organic cottons, and washable silks without the traditional retail markup. We have been very loud and proud about how much we love Quince on this show. I'm actually wearing their jeans right now. I love their t-shirts, but when I tell you their underwear is so silky soft, you have to try it to fully understand what I'm talking about. Every single thing I have ordered from Quince, I had absolutely loved. And they're expanding into other verticals now too. They have caviar, they have couches, they have you name it. They've got their bedding. I've heard is incredible. I haven't ordered it, but I have heard their bedding is incredible, and I can testify everything I have bought from Quince I've absolutely loved. Ooh, including their denim. Quince also has beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry that adds subtle finishing touches. Simple hoops and dedicated chains make the most effortless outfits feel very intentional. Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. And fun fact, if you scroll on a product to the lower half of their website, they'll show you who makes a similar product and what they're charging to really reinstate the fact that you're getting a great deal at Quince. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/weeklydose for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/weeklydose for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/weeklydose.
Really want to sell these bags? Or
I would not sell them at
harder?
Stephanie Hollman prices because I feel like I way underdo it because I just want to get rid of stuff all at once. Like I don't want to hold on to it and just slowly get rid of it. Like if I'm going to go to USPS, it's going to be one time because everything's sold on the same day.
So that's what's going on in the Bierman house. They still have the house though.
But I do think that Kim and Kroy do love each other. Like I think their relationship's probably really, really complicated right now because financially, I think for any couple, whether you have money or whether you're struggling, money is the biggest issue you have a lot of times. Mm-hmm. Like it's something that people fight about. And I think it's a big source of contention in their household. And I think the girls kind of got it honest. They all love to shop. And also, Trey, whenever you're making buckets of money, which I'm sure they were when that show is going on, you really aren't giving yourself a budget or a spending limit because you think it's never going to stop. So now they're at a point where they have to completely change their lifestyle, which takes time. I was talking to a mutual friend of ours yesterday on a walk, and he now works for my husband. And I was telling him how he really needs, I feel like all I do is give this kid life advice. It's very entertaining. But I was telling him, you really need to save for a house. Like that's our goal. And you're making more money than you did. And I said, but the deal is whenever you make more, your spending goes up, right? Yep. Like your lifestyle goes up. So you have to get to a point to where you can figure out where you're blowing all your money. And for those girls and, that family, I think a lot of it's materialistic things. It's a lot of clothes.
Mm-hmm. Prolon is this revolutionary plant-based nutrition program that nourishes your body while making your cells believe that you're fasting. Prolon isn't a diet, it's a science, and it's science based on Nobel Prize-winning discoveries in medicine. So all of this starts with the Prolon 5-day program. You have snacks, soups, beverages, all designed to keep your body in a fasting state. So it's really unlike anything else.
My favorite thing, and just for people who are going to do it, you get this, it's small, but you get this chocolate bar. It's like a chocolate, crispy treat a few days. I lived for that. But I like a lot of the stuff. Like I like the kale crackers. I enjoy those.
I was surprised at how flavorful everything was.
Yes. And the soups, I love the soups.
Right now, Prolon is offering Weekly Dose of BS listeners 15% off their 5-day nutrition program. Go to prolonlife.com/weeklydose. That's PROLON life.com/weeklydose for the special offer. That's prolonlife.com/weeklydose. In other news, Britney Spears getting divorced.
I saw that. I saw his story on that. It was pretty much like shit happens. I think swear.
This is weird. Does this not smell weird to you?
I always thought that their relationship was weird. I remember doing the podcast and saying, I thought it was weird that he never posted pictures of her. Like she will always, first of all, she posts some weird stuff. I'm going to be honest. But if you look at his page, he's always kind of It's been all about himself. He's in his page. Oh, it looks great. And it's all him looking hot. But never really her. Even on their wedding, I think people started finally saying something because it was like him in his tuxedo.
There are no photos of her at the wedding.
It was very strange, yes.
Like actually getting married, no photos.
Oh, yeah.
There's photos of her dancing at the reception.
There's photos of them
there's no
walking
photos of a ceremony.
Past the ceremony. Like after the ceremony, there's the photos of them walking towards the camera.
But there's no photos before. Like it's a little strange. I have a theory.
Okay, what's your theory?
I think he's a plant.
You think he like works for the family?
I think he works for the conservatorship. I think they knew that this thing was all going to blow up, but they know Britney loves love. So if they get this guy, he was in I think he was in like her work bitch music video. Like forever ago. And they said, all right, if we get him and her together and she falls in love with him, we have an inside man in case this whole thing blows up. And if it does, we'll have some sort of, payout for him, whatever. Remember she bought that house in Calabasas right after they got married?
Yes.
She bought it for $12 million. She had it for 2-3 months, sold it for $10 million.
Oh.
He got half of that.
Okay. So there's like a
Otherwise,
settlement.
he wouldn't have gotten any of that money because of the prenup. So he got a $5 million payout shortly after he married her.
So it wasn't you don't think that she married him. You think it was like kind of everyone around her getting him in her life.
I think the marriage was a part of like a payout.
Interesting. Okay.
Because she's come out and said that she is a little shocked by the divorce.
What did she say?
I've not
seen her say anything.
From.
What did she say exactly?
She's asking for privacy and saying she's not going to talk about it because it's no one's business, but she is shocked by the divorce.
I remember watching, maybe it was something TMZ did, which you can take what they say with a grain of salt.
And
but
TMZ is on her ass
Was it TMZ? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like it was something they, like, I think it was a TMZ thing. I think maybe on Hulu, if I'm not mistaken. And during that, they were like, oh yeah, they're going to be a divorce coming up from what we're saying. And then there was like, I swear to you, because I literally watched some of this yesterday. They said that there were talks in her camp, like people close, that the relationship was very unhealthy and that she was kind of aggressive towards him. Mm-hmm. This is what TMZ were saying. It's very...
Well, TMZ reported that allegedly she like had an affair with someone else that works in the house.
Well, I don't think she leaves the house that much, so it would have to be somebody that works in the house. But I mean, that would be really hard. If you're married to somebody, neither of you really leave the house that much.
Yeah.
I'm sure they both work out at the house. To sleep with somebody else inside the house, like you are not having an affair by like going outside your walls. I just don't know if I believe half the stuff that's on there. I was telling Trey about the Britney Spears thing. I watched and I cannot find it. I'm going to make it my mission in life to locate, but maybe somebody listening can message us and tell us. But there was a documentary that I watched. I think it was 3 or 4 episodes. And it was very interesting, unlike most documentaries where it kind of went through her whole life, childhood, when she became famous. But more than that, it went with her whole family's life, right? Mm-hmm. And what I liked about this documentary that I thought was interesting compared to most of them, because most of the documentaries are like, this is Britney Spears' life and her family's horrible and there's never like a balance, right? But this one was very balanced. It had people on that kind of knew both her and her father and her mother and sister and everybody. But it kind of gave insight into why all of the decisions happened that happened. Like the conservatorship where you were in at that time, like people villainized the father and what they thought. It was very interesting getting insiders' points of views on the family and why things happened the way they did. And, at one point they thought they were doing right by her and maybe it should have been changed earlier. Yeah. But it was, if you know which one this is.
That was a TMZ one.
Was it a TMZ one?
So TMZ had another one that came out yesterday. It was like a TMZ investigates. It's called Britney Spears, Divorce and Despair. Here's what I find so weird.
But this was, okay, was that this one?
This was a few months ago, the one that you're talking about.
The one I talked about was a few months ago.
It was still a TMZ like investigation.
Was it a TMZ?
Yes. But so that's what's so weird is I don't remember what it was. I think it was something around her dad. No, it was around the kids a few months ago. Mm-hmm. And TMZ found Sam and he like kind of vaguely answered their questions, but it felt very like arranged. Mm-hmm. TMZ knows a lot. And And I find it weird how much TMZ knows. And if you're Britney Spears' husband, you know that she wants the media to know nothing, and you're talking to TMZ. I find that very strange. Like, they're over here reporting facts about the prenup. Where are they getting that from?
So either he has a team that's kind of getting his side out, but in a sneaky way where it doesn't come back, where people aren't hating on him, or because TMZ, some people, they definitely are people that you can call to garner attention. But then I think also a lot of these paparazzis, like, I will say there are certain people that I think TMZ honestly has people chasing them all the time. Like, I think Tom and Ariana, unpopular opinion, I don't really think they called TMZ. I think TMZ sought them out because they were the biggest news at the time.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think J-Lo calls TMZ. I think they seek her out.
And I don't think Britney is followed as much as she was back in 2006. But I think they definitely follow her.
Yes, but even like Sam, he's kind of a big deal right now because of the Britney thing. So either there's two things that could happen. Either he's seeking them out through a PR representative, which we'll probably be able to find out because there'll be a lot of press going on about him. And he's trying to leak. If he's trying to leak something, he's doing it for a reason. He doesn't want to be the hated person in this narrative.
He also really wants to be like, I mean, I think he's pretty famous being Britney Spears, but I think he wants a name for himself. Here's what TMZ wrote about the prenup. It says, sources with direct knowledge of the prenup tell TMZ Sam gets no payout in the event of a divorce. In addition, the prenup precludes him from getting spousal support. So he can keep the gifts that Britney gave him, his cars, and that's about it. Our sources say that there's an extensive confidentiality clause in the prenup prohibiting Sam from talking about his relationship with Britney. So on the surface, it seems Sam is getting nothing of significance, but that's not the case. As we reported, Sam's lawyer filed divorce docs which asked for spousal support. Given the prenup precludes such support, their move signals that they're going to challenge the prenup. There is another element of the divorce filing suggesting a challenge, writing about community and quasi-community property. The argument goes this way. If the prenup is successfully challenged, the confidentiality clause is not enforceable. Even the threat of that will get Britney's attention. Here's the reality. Multiple sources tell TMZ Sam has a lot of firsthand knowledge about Britney, their relationship, their arguments, her challenges, etc. And if there is even a possibility of that becoming public, Britney will gladly pay Sam for peace of mind. Does that not sound like extortion?
I mean, I think it's like, I think you have to, always try to put myself in everybody's shoes, right? If I'm Sam, I'm married to her. First of all, how long were they together?
Like 8 years.
8 years. You're married.
They were married 14 months.
If I were Britney, I would give him something just because we were together for so long. I mean, literally, he holed himself up in the house with her for 8 years. Like, that's something. That should be something. I'm not saying he deserves half of anything, but I'm saying I can't imagine her not trying to give him a settlement other than here's a car that I bought you.
Multiple cars. He has a Jeep. He has an Aston Martin. She's right now paying for a $10,000 a month apartment for him.
Okay, well, that's nice. LA. And he should be super happy. Just be like, hey, get me a little place to live and we're good.
If I was Britney Spears, though, and my husband came to me after 14 months of marriage and said, I want some sort of payout or I'm going to talk, like, this girl has been burned so much.
But he can't talk without her suing him. So the only way he can talk is if he successfully challenges the prenup. Yes, or if he uses like TMZ and other people to say what's going on, like sources say.
Which I think right now, there's so much ever to come out on TMZ about her. I think he's threatening her that way. It's like, look, every day there's 3 more articles.
I mean, I've always thought the relationship was very, very weird.
It always just felt like he was like a bodyguard, like a handler or something.
Never felt
something's off.
Yeah, never felt authentic.
There's also this theory on TikTok. There's this girl that has always been referred to as Sam's sister. But someone found like marriage documents in some other country of them. She apparently lived in this house that Britney never lived in Calabasas for 2 months. It was I think she sold the house to Britney. She owned it and then she bought it back. It was something weird like that. You have to look it up on TikTok. Look up her house that she never lived in.
But okay, even that, I remember this documentary that I rewatched the other day. There's a lot. I don't know. I'm a big Britney Spears fan, but I think there's just so much underlying stuff. It's not even so much about Sam that one day will come out. Like when I'm 95, I'm going to be watching a Britney Spears documentary where things come out that we don't know now. But I mean, she doesn't talk to her kids. Like there's a lot of, I mean, Sam was kind of the last person she had that she was talking to. And then I heard somewhere that she's now wanting to reconnect with her father and mom. And I do think the girl needs somebody. But the whole thing doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like there's really nothing.
And to top it all off,
in the world that would have me not talk to my children.
Well, I think her children don't want to talk to her.
But for what reason? Like kids, I think it's so layered and we'll never know. Because as a child, even children who aren't treated the best in the world, you always have that, most of the time, that desire to connect with your parents and to have a relationship with them. So that's why I think it's just so interesting if her kids don't want to talk to her, like what in the world is happening? And none of us will ever know. I know people that are like huge Britney Spears stans will be like, oh, she's perfect. But I think it's so layered. I think there's a lot of things that have gone on, but I also think this is a girl who had no childhood, who was super famous, who never really grew up. I think whenever you're famous at that young of age, you don't have this life lessons that the rest of us have who grew up without a spotlight on us.
All right, we got to wrap this one up. Next Monday, we are going to talk about the Depp versus Heard documentary on Netflix. Have you watched it yet?
Almost finished.
Okay. Everyone has until Monday to finish it. It's 3 parts. It'll take you like 2.5 hours. It's good.
Actually, that, and we're also going to discuss the new show, Dope Sick.
Ooh, okay. I need to watch that.
You need to watch it. Those are the 2 things we're going to discuss.
Okay, so that's everyone's weekend homework.
Yes, you have weekend homework. Let's discuss those 2. I just finished Dope Sick. So good. I'm almost done with the Depp versus Heard. And then we'll come back and talk about those. Thank you guys so much for listening. You can follow me at Steph Hollman.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart on Instagram. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast. And you can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS. Bye.